Hi guys, welcome back to episode 4 of 7 Days to Die. Right, in the night I've came back over to the main house. What I did was I was over there at the bunkhouse and I was trying to complete that iron bar roof to surround my garden, but I completely ran out of iron. I even tried to go over to the place next door, which is a Bob's Cafe or something like that, to try and get some more, but it was just nowhere near enough. So I've had to come back over here, and in the forge you can see I've made another 50 of these to go back over there. We can turn this off now because we've finished. Right, I'm not going to go straight back over there now because I don't want to keep showing you the same thing over and over again, and we've been over there doing a bit of work and you're getting the gist of what I'm trying to do. Some of my plants have grown, as you'll see soon enough. They're really starting to take hold, and I've also got a couple of trees growing, which I believe are those maple seeds, which I wasn't sure what they were at first, but as you'll see I've got a couple of big trees growing, and that might be a problem because it might not allow me to finish the roof, so I might have to chop those down and get rid of them. So I'm not going to head back over there. What we're going to do is we're going to go out into the town right here. It's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to run over there and see if it's respawned. Now I've got it to set to respawn every 5 days. So I'm not 100% sure when I last came through and went through this place. We're going to start here, which is the police station, because I think there's it looks like it's respawned. That's a good thing. Straight off the bat, what have we got? 10mm and 9mm. So we'll take that. What have we got here? A rocket launcher barrel. We'll take that. Don't want that. Not into the hunting rifle. Pistol barrel. That's nowhere near as going to be as good as the one we've got. It's only yellow, so we shall scrap that. That's a good start. Now we're still trying to work on our skills. I'll take that. We're still trying to work our skill point level up, so we can work on the. Let me see what it was. What were we trying to work to? We were trying to work to the next level of Quality Joe, which I need 10 points for, and I've only got 5. And at the same time rank this scavenging up, because I know when I get to the next level of Quality Joe I can get that second one. I think you need to be level 60 to get level 3 Quality Joe. So we still need to keep looting and ranking that up. Let's get some light on the subject. Bookcase. Don't want that. Like I said before, it's important to even if you don't take it yourself, to take everything out of the main things, i.e. the bookcases, the gun safes, the bodies on the floor, the crates. You wanna empty all of that stuff because you need it to respawn. Now somewhere out the back here. Now I probably didn't empty these before, so what was that? A purple cloth head, cloth. What have I got? I think I've got iron, haven't I? Head armor. Now I think if I wear that, it's going to replace my helmet, I think. Oops, wasn't that one. Let's have a look. Let's wear that. Yeah, it replaces my head, and I don't want to do that because I'm going to take it just because it's purple. But it replaces my head armour, and I like the light. So, and I think it makes it easier for you guys to see. We'll carry on taking the cans. Don't want the bottles because I can scrap the cans down for iron. That's seeds, more seeds. Which one? Blueberry seeds. We want them. We want all the seeds for our garden. So we'll keep collecting those. Definitely. Now there's some jail cells behind here with some more corpses. We'll check the toilet. Poo, we don't want poo. Yes, I said poo, it is poo. I don't actually know what you could do with poo, to be honest. I don't think I want to know. We'll scrap that. 44 Magnum grit. Well, ours is going to be better, but I think we can scrap it. Yeah. So like I said, it really is important. There's nothing in there. It really is important to empty all of the main things. More poo. Because we want it to respawn. Now I think there's either a body. Yes, there's another body here. Corpse. T-shirt. Again, that's no, mine's much better. That gives us cloth. So we've got tons of cloth. So we don't want any of that. Again, it's important for me at this time to keep looting everything because I'm trying to, as I said, rank up my rank up the I think I forgot what it's called. I knew there was a munitions crate in here. So what do we want? Ammo? Ammo? Any sorts of ammo? Oh my god. AK-47 barrel. Now it's only 38, but I'm looking for AK-47 parts. And I cannot remember which ones I had and didn't have. So I'll keep it on me because it's only brown. If I find better stuff, chicken ration, we'll have that. If I find better stuff, then I can get rid of it. But I'll hang on to it for now. Another corpse. Look at that. That's a good find right there. 7.62, which is for our sniper. 9mm for our pistol. Gun safe, nothing. Rip. We don't want cat food. All brown. Nothing in there. So yeah, the police station's not a bad place to come. Couple of there's plenty of corpses. There's one ammunitions crate. I thought there was two. Perhaps not. Perhaps there's just the one. Oakley dokley. That's about it in here then. So what else have we got? Piggy! Now I think I'm still... Oh! I shot him twice. Don't want to do that. Let's have a look at the map to see. Now we've got a store here. The brown. I think that's a working stiff tools. And I think there's stores and stores and stores. So we'll go up to these two here. Straight in front of us. check the car on the way. A green shovel. That's not terrible. I think I've probably got a better one than that. I think I can probably make a better one than that. In fact, I'm sure I can make a better, and I think I can make a steel one. So we'll get rid of that. We'll scrap that, and we'll use the 44 Magnum. And he is going to die eventually. We're searching his backside. Right, so like I said, there's a couple of stores over here. You can see there, popping pills. And what's this one? We've got a Shamway, which is food, which I have plenty of food at the moment. So don't need to go for any of that. I don't even think I've been. Oh yeah, yes I have. So we need this to be respawned. That's a good sign. That is a very good sign that that is ready to be searched. Or that must be chicken. Chicken and lamb. Don't want that. So we need untouched. Nothing. Rip. Don't need any of that. Like I said, I think all I'm looking for is AK parts, rebar frames. That uses, you make the concrete with that. I think I've probably got shed loads of that anyway. But we'll take it, we'll take that. I mean, we can scrap all this down in a minute. Anything we don't want, we can scrap down. There's some iron doors and a tool and die set. Now, I've got one in the forge over here. That was terrible. I've got one in the forge over here. Sorry, my shooting is terrible. I've got one in the forge over here, but I'm sure I haven't got one at the bunkhouse. Oops, wrong button. Wrong buto. So that was a good find. Now we've probably got known already, but I've said before, always read these, because as you can see from the bottom they're ranking my skills up depending on what book somebody wants to talk to me. I hope that zombie's not too close to me, and it is. It's a crawler. Yeah, I think I pushed that a little bit too far then, didn't I? And I'm full up. There's a safe on the wall here. I'm just going to find scrap. These zombies are rude today. I'm trying to search. I don't know if he's dead. Now obviously if you can shoot in the head, that's better. But as I'm not best shot, I go for the biggest area. I have one of those, so I'm going to scrap that. 2 wood, don't want that. I'm doing that because I want the water, don't want that. Tuna, we'll eat that. And eat that. And scrap that. We'll scrap that. Hard metal doors, that's a good find early on. I don't really think I'm in need of any more hard doors, to be honest. So we're just going to quickly go back in here real quick and check out this safe. And it wasn't worth it. So we'll scrap that. So obviously you can see my inventory is getting pretty full pretty quick. So you've got to be selective of what you take. I don't need them really, but I'll get rid of them in a momento. Right, let's just check the map. So we've been to these 2 stores. We had a Chamway, a Popping Pills, the Working Stiff. This place must be a house with a swimming pool. So those 2 look like houses with swimming pools. And so do they. And so does that. So that could be the only 3. That could be the only 3 in here. Don't want that. Now, in here is a nurse. Looking out the window. What I was going to say is in here sometimes there is some... What have we got? We'll scrap that. Don't want that. Don't want that. And I'm overheating. So I need to take that off. We can scrap those. I'm going to get rid of those. I don't need any. I think I can eat a little bit more. And I don't know why that's appeared. I don't know why that's a bear. I can hear a bear. Now I thought I'm just wary of this bear. Now sometimes there are, I think there's bookcases in here. I've just noticed on my... I don't want that. Can I scrap that? Yes, I can. Scrap that, scrap that. Just pop in here and see what's in here. Like I said, I'm not sure if there was... It's a safe. I knew there was something in those bookcases as well. So we know we've probably read this. Known, read, leatherworking, rank. It's ranking me up in leatherworking up to 30, so that's good. Not that I really make anything of leather because I make iron stuff. And we'll crack this safe. Now obviously the quicker we can rank up this quality Joe, the better for us. Because the stuff we found so far today has been garbage. Like I said, I'm looking for AK stuff and Arga stuff. That was the other one. Scrap that. Read. Get rid of that. Read. Duffel bag. Cornmeal. I don't think you can plant that. Can I scrap that? No, so we'll just drop it and we'll scrap that. Right, can I... I'm gonna go and shoot. I want to shoot this bear. Can I drop down there without breaking my leg? Oh, no, that's cool. We did it. Right, I think we should go shotgun. We'll make sure we're fully loaded. No. He sounds like he's real close. Is he going to be there? Just as I walk out that door, is he going to be there? Nope. Where is he? There he is. He's going to attack the bear. They're fighting. Get owned, son. Right, before I take this, I'll make sure I've got the space. I'm going to get rid of that cornmeal. I'm sure I've got some of that anyway. Now, this is where the hunting knife. If you've got a hunting knife or a bone shiv, use that because you will get more meat. Off any animals, bears, deers, or pigs. You will get more. Right, okay, we'll keep it for now. Right, what we got here? Have I been in this place? You can pick up these plants. I've got one of these. This is where I picked it up. The plant that I've got in my house. This is where it came from, I think. Not this particular house, but just adds for a bit of decoration, I guess. Already got one of those, and mine's much better than that. This house has got 2 helmets in it. Perhaps they were miners. Perhaps the people who lived in this house were miners. Now I will already have this, and I'm going to do it again now. I hope something's not going to come behind me and kill me before I finish. They're close. Now, some of these houses are worth searching. I mean, if you can find any house with corpses and stuff like that, okay, that and have nothing. But there were, well, I'll have that. What don't I need? What don't I need? I want to keep that. Scrap that. I can make those, and the one that I can make is probably better than that. Not by a lot, but better. Scrap that. And we will check the toilet. Nothing that I don't need blood bags. Now I'm not sure, this is the garage I think. Hunting rifle, scrap, like I said I don't use the hunting rifle, so I don't need any parts. Now some of these houses do have basements which you might find a safe in, or a gun safe that is, or some of them have like they're in, I saw it at the corner of my eye. I see him. I see him. Right. What don't I need? Can I eat this other one yet? Yes. Scrap. Pick that up. Right, we'll just finish off having a look here. Scrap. Oh, peas. Can of peas. I like to collect the food if I can, because I'm always, I've probably got enough to last me 10 days plus, but I always like to have lots of food. Oh yeah, that reminds me, we never got yesterday's airdrop, so I'm hoping that it may well show up 2 on the map. So what we'll do is we'll finish this house, we'll finish searching this house. I'll probably end this episode 4 there. I'll run over, empty my inventory back at the house, and then I'll bring you guys straight back in, and we'll go and see what the airdrops are, because hopefully we might find some AK parts, scrap, coffee beans, don't want those, you can keep that. Yeah, so right, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to head back. Need some repairio. Well, I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Good job I did. A flashlight. That's good because I need one of those for my AK when it's made. We'll get rid of that wood. We'll definitely take those. They stack. And we'll use these. And hopefully put up our stamina and health. Right, okay then you guys, that's it for now. I'll bring you pretty much straight back in, perhaps when I get back over to home and dump off this loot that I've found. Right, see you again soon guys.